Okay, we are live. That is the go signal from the control room that we are looking for. That means it's Saturday Night Live, and I welcome you personally to the Rad Show, the Rad RC Show. A couple of RC addicted dads bringing you the world of RC cars through our lens. It's that simple. 2023, it's a new year. We're on the grind doing our thing, and we're just sharing our adventures of how we see the world through our eyes and sharing it with you, learning and growing together, a beacon for everyone to come and hang out, share the fun, and have a good laugh. Hopefully we learned something along the way. That is the whole objective here. My name is Mike, aka Munster, owner of Carryallrc, brought to you by Carryall. We make RC tactical gear for the RC enthusiast. Get out there and figure it out. Go over to carryallrc.com if you're not familiar. I invite you to please check us out. During the week, Peter and I work really hard on this show. If you are a first-time person here, I welcome you. If you are a repeat customer coming back for more, you know that we are not professionals. The bloopers are free. We are a couple of novice amateurs giving it our go, doing the best we can to tiptoe our way through this, but we are just having a good time. So I want to now hand this off. This is a tag team show. This is a duo. It does not work without the both of us putting in the work and doing our thing. It is a two-man ship, and I'm here tonight with my good friend Peter Lundberg. How are you, sir?
Good, man. Good to be back. Another Saturday night. A lot of things going on, gearing up for USDE and product drops this week and, all types of stuff, so it's good to be back and, excited about the guest tonight, well-known name in the RC hobby and runs events, very successful events. And excited to get to know him better and more about his brand and what the outlook is like for 2023. Started out the year, I posted a video a week back, what a year last year was. I mean, the success of the Rad Show and everything Carryall accomplished, and it's just a great year last year, RC wise. Even though we went through COVID, but it's you got to look at the positives, man. There's a lot of good things happened last year for us, for the show, and for the hobby, and like Mike said, as always, we would like to thank our sponsors. A lot of companies we work with throughout the week give us inspiration and ideas for the show. Carryall, Treal, CowRc, Rebel RC, Crazy Crawler Foams, Powerhobby, 2.4 Designs, Crawler Cult RC, RC Misfits, Scale Rat, who's selling FJ 45s now.
He sure is. Very custom,
Yeah.
custom painted, limited edition FJ 45s.
Yes,
So
it reminded me of when we were at USTE and Crawler Bolt was selling those 1 of 100 when everybody waited online. It reminds me,
dude,
1 of 1, and check those
absolutely.
out. Scale Rat.
I think it's 1 of 10. If I'm not mistaken, it's 10 of them. They are going to go quick. And if you want a custom painted Scale Rat FJ 45, you better get over to see him right away. Send him a private message, and you're getting a good paint job from him. I mean,
they look awesome, man. I saw that this week, and definitely check out Scale Rat. Adventure RC, Wesmade, RC Prorack, FMS, Race Place Hobbies, Remote Control, Hobbies Orlando, and Real Sticky. Thank you to our sponsors. And man, it's been been grinding. I know you're getting ready for USTE like everybody else, and sad I'm not going to make it, but I'm sure we'll go live. Definitely we'll go live from USTE, and man, everybody's getting ready. So in the chat, we got Bobby L, Fish and Bill, Tyler. What's up, guys? Thanks for joining. And man, let's get going on the guest, man.
Well, give him a second here before he comes on. Don't give him the green light yet. Before he comes on, we need a minute. I wanted to thank everyone for tuning in tonight. Please, it is our mission right now to really get what we're doing out there to the RC community. So please, it only works with your support. We will do our best to continue to share it when we do go live. Being on YouTube does limit us a little bit. It does not give us that Facebook notification to come over, the Instagram notification. Hey, we're going live. So we're doing our best right now to put out a link to get everybody to come over. Come here with your questions. Put this man in the hot seat. And it not only just for Trevor tonight, like it will be future guests. Next week, we got John Schultz from Element RC coming to join us. So we will do our best next week to promote that and get the mission out there. But, you know, John's no stranger to the internet. He's always out there on Facebook. But if you get somebody you don't get to talk to often, bring your questions for Element. Believe me, I can give you a little hint. I think you're going to have some questions for Element by the end of next week. We'll leave it at that. Trust me, you heard it here first. By the end of next week, I think you all have some questions for John Schultz, and we're all going to be looking forward to talking to him in more detail. I'm excited. And honestly, Peter, tonight is a whole other level kind of person. This guy, I have tremendous respect for him. He's been in the RC industry for a long time. Something RCEC caught my attention early in the days when I got started with the crawler scene. The RCEC tag, you know, being, Peter, you can relate to this. We're East Coast guys, right? You find an RC club on the East Coast, like, dude, this is something I want to be a part of. Find out this Meatballs and Eagles fan to boot, like, there's going to be no shortage of things to talk about with this man. So I want to give him a proper opportunity to roll in here and introduce himself, but I've got questions lined up. We're going to put him on the hot seat tonight and see where this goes. But full disclosure for everyone, this is a live show. And when you let this man off of his leash, there's no reeling him back. So hopefully we will do our best to keep boundaries, keep it PG, but we will keep it fun. We will keep it entertaining. Rest of that, Peter, we'll talk at the end of the show. I know we got some FMS things to talk about. The level of detail right now in that military stuff, I know you're enjoying it, right, Pete? It makes you feel like a kid again.
Yeah, I built a trailer today, and the level of detail is insane. You know, there was some guys posting the military trucks in the Facebook page, and you know, just looking at the level of detail in those MV scalers, what you get out of the box. I mean,
it's out of control.
The pictures they take. I mean, I know, and like Mike said a couple shows back, like, we're not breaking the internet here. These things have been out for a while, but you know, when you look at these trucks and you take pictures with them out on the trails and the way they perform, the level of detail and the price point. And yeah, there you go. You get all the accessories. I mean, you know, it's just
And I mean, the bolt-on accessories now, you know, we can save this till the end of the show.
Yeah.
Let's bring Trevor on here. Stay tuned for the end of the show. We're going to go into detail on the FMS stuff. I don't want to hold Trevor up. He gave us a half hour of his time, which will probably turn into a full hour, I'm sure. Once we let him rip. There we go.
We live?
Sure.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry. I was getting stretches in. I gotta do that once in a while when I'm sitting down here waiting for you to shut up.
Man.
What's up, guys?
What's up, man? Good to see you, man.
Thanks for having me on.
Trevor, thank you for joining us.
Yes, no problem.
I know we've been trying for a while to pull this off, and
yeah,
I'm super stoked that we finally got our paths to cross.
Yeah.
We don't have a big reach, but it is always good to kind of, I don't know, break the algorithm a little bit and maybe tap in for your people that maybe don't know who you are.
Mm-hmm.
they need to know your backstory. And am I wrong in saying you are like almost Guinness Book World famous with this 50 hours of driving non-straight? Do I have any of that right?
Some of it you do, yeah. Well, you want to start off with that?
Well,
we can start off with that. I'm fine with that. I'm totally fine with that. The 48-hour challenge is an event we created. Robert Cook and I, we wanted to do the long trail in Vermont, for a long time. And then the logistics of it at the time just weren't in our favor. We would have had to carry 1,000 batteries with us because the technology wasn't what it is today already, so we decided to go up and down a mountain, Bolton Mountain, for 48 hours, raising money for various causes over the years. So there was 4 of us, and CKRC, Hobbies, and Axial donated 4 rigs and all the parts for the 4 rigs to last the 48 hours, and a plethora of spare parts. So we did that. It was a lot of fun. It was amazing. It really took off, and we've done it, I don't know, maybe 6 or 7 times. The longest one to go is 64 hours, and that's me. Then the next was 56 hours. I think there's a couple guys, and there's a handful of 48-hour guys. We call them Enduro Kings just because, you go for so long. Walking up and down a mountain for 48 hours nonstop is brutal on your body. I don't think I could do it now. Maybe 12 hours tops. But yeah, we were in different mindsets then. But yeah.
Well said. I mean, I'm trying to wrap my mind around that. Like, digest that for a second. Like 48 hours straight. It's kind of sick that you even thought of it. Like, yeah. And then it's even sicker that you found crazy people to do it with you.
Yeah. Well, East Coast people are pretty nuts. So we love a challenge. We love the cold. We did it on Memorial Day weekend, right? And when we say nonstop, we mean nonstop, except for bathroom breaks and to eat. That's it. No sleeping, no anything. You plug your battery in, stretch out, and you look at the top of the mountain, go, you strap on, you click on your light if it's night, and you go. Yeah. The first four was probably like my favorite because no one had ever done anything like that. So it was my nephew Colton, my best friend Robert Cook, and Rob's best friend Randall, and me, obviously. And we had a bunch of people come support us, and they don't run the full 48, but they would take shifts and they would cook for us, charge our batteries. We had a team, and they kind of evolved from there. And it's been great. It's been a wonderful, wonderful thing.
Now, I know you did a phenomenal job, like while it was happening live, doing the best you can on a mountain, getting limited reception. Service. Yeah. You did a very good job with the lives and keeping Facebook updated. Is it anywhere on YouTube? Is there a place that people can go back and see this?
Yes. There's a couple different places. I know Anthony Kaplan has our very first event kind of on his YouTube. I think it's called Torque-tastic. I don't know if that's with a Q or a K. I couldn't remember right now, but it's Torque-tastic on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah. Or you might be able to look up 48-hour challenge and RCEC on YouTube, and it could be under that too. It's been a while since I've looked, if I'm being honest.
I think people need to go back and revisit some of that experience to kind of get a better visual for what you're talking about. It's cool to see. And you have a support group down at the bottom of the mountain, like helping you with the batteries and food and keeping you going. But the last year when you did it, you went by yourself for a little bit, right? To prove a point and put an exclamation mark on it.
Yeah. That was for me. That was the year my wife was diagnosed with cancer, thyroid cancer. And we my family, we have been dealing with a lot of cancer with our friends and stuff. So like whenever you deal with cancer and it's personal, you kind of want to make it real. And so I started on Friday afternoon and finished with everybody on Monday morning. So yeah, I went out and did, I think 12 hours by myself in the pouring rain to start. That's kind of trippy, you know, and you are by yourself. It's pitch black. You're on top of a mountain. You're like, I don't hear banjos, but I hear growling. That's not good. But yeah, that was really awesome. RC 4-wheel drive stepped up and wanted to be a part of that. They donated a TF2 to me, the long wheelbase one, and I fell in love. I spent a lot of time with that truck. It's one of my favorite RCs still today. But yeah, 64 hours was pretty intense. I was delirious.
Did Red Cat help you out one year? I thought one year you guys ran the Gen 8 one year.
Yeah, I've done let's see, Axial, Red Cat, RC 4-wheel drive, HPI.
Oh, that's right. You ran the Venture one year, didn't you?
Yeah. I think that's it. I can't remember. But yeah, but everybody was very helpful and was always being a part of what we do, which I love.
Now, you're a man that's driven a crap ton of different RC vehicles from all brands. What's your honest opinion on the Rebel?
I effing love the Rebel. The Rebel RC, I really, really do. My only gripe with the Rebel, and it's not really a gripe because it's ready to run, is that it's high geared and the motor, there's no drag brake that I've been able to figure out with. So when I did shred the ledge, I was constantly rolling down hills and rolling down rocks when I wanted it to hold. I fuddled around with it, got it to slow down a little bit, but I replaced the motor. But out of the box, 2-speed, variable lockers, like it's an amazing one. And I've got a couple of people around me that have purchased one and they love it. So I'm a big fan of Rebel RC. I really am. Yeah, I like that Jeep a lot, that platform. You can probably do a lot more than what I do with it.
Yeah. I agree. I was, kind of cheesy with the turn signals and the brake lights. Like,
yeah, it's cool.
It was. But I knew when Jeff started to make his appearance, I remember you were first on the scene to like kind of start sharing this, like, Jeff's up to no good. Check this out. This looks good.
Yeah.
So I threw you right into the wolves there, Trevor. I want to take a step back now. Give us a full intro, and I'm hoping that tell us your name, where are you from? And I'm hoping we can lead into maybe your writing background as a published author. Like, we are dealing with a published author here. We are blessed to have you. And dude, you are a heavy metal rock god. Like,
rock god. Yeah, I do love the metal. Yeah.
If we need to talk Blinded by Rage, I'm hoping at some point tonight we have links to get people to go find out where you're at. So I'm gonna step back and zipper my lip. Give us the full story and wow me.
All right. Well, thanks for that very generous intro. It's hard to deal with nice words coming at me. I'm like, my name's Trevor Rushford. I live in Milton, Vermont. I have 2 kids. I now work at Twincraft Soap Manufacturing. I left UPS after 20 years in October. Needed a change and needed my life back because the hours were insane. So I am doing that. As far as writing goes, I've been casually writing my entire life. And when I ripped my arm, my tendon here at work, I was put up. So I decided to try and put it all together into a hodgepodge book. It's called Staring at Ghosts. It's on Amazon. I did that. I was pretty happy with that. So I love writing. As most writers, got 900 books started, but not one of them finished. So that's on my to-do list of things, to pay more attention to, if that makes sense. As far as the band goes, Blinded by Rage, yeah, that's my heart and soul. I'm a hardcore kid from way back. Been in a couple of different bands, Torsion, Truth and Brutality, but Blinded by Rage has always been my favorite band to be a part of, and we've been through 2 or 3 different variations of the band to where we're at, and I love it. We just started playing again after taking a couple of years off. I think everybody's in a place now where they can take the time to play and do it again. So I'm excited. I want my kids to see me on stage again. Well, they used to see me, but they were like this big, they were just kids. Now they've got, opinions and words in their mouth, and want them to shut up sometimes. But yeah, I want them to see the old man one more time on stage, and so they can see who I am, because I feel like that's where I'm most me, if that makes sense.
And you make that look easy, but you have to respect the amount of time that a band has to put in. Like, you guys have to work and practice, and you make it look easy to, especially when you were a UPS driver with limited time, being able to do the RC and then still find time to do this. For the people listening, what would you say your band sounds like? Is there would you say corn or?
Ow! I'll slap the shit out of you.
Okay.
No, PG. Sorry, my fault. Corn. No, it's best described as hardcore, right? So
Hardcore.
If you think of bands like Hatebreed, Madball, Sick of It All, like your New York hardcore bands, with a little bit mix of Metallica, old Metallica. Our guitar player used to just, was in love with Metallica. So there's a little Metallica and Slayer-esque notes and riffs in there. But yeah, we're a hodgepodge of old school metal hardcore is basically the best way to put it. More towards the hardcore side. Breakdowns, boom taps, screaming.
Screaming.
Nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got the look, you got the voice, and you make it look good.
Thank you. You need to be a promoter for me, I think. Like, dude, you're like making me blush in here. Knock it off.
Well, I mean, we've been following you on Facebook forever, and there's some people that you look up to, and you do it right. And again, I want people at the end of this show to go check out Blinded by Rage, and hopefully we can put a link over to what you guys are doing and share the music. And
yeah,
I can't wait to see you guys do a gig again and get out there on the stage.
Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, as far as Blinded by Rage goes, you can find anything on YouTube. We have 2 music videos on YouTube. We have 2 albums on Spotify, iTunes. Any place that you download music will be on there.
Hey, you know what? We're always looking for music to put on the background of our RC content. Is Blinded by Rage copyrighted, or is that something we can use for background?
You can use it. It's copyrighted, but I own it. So just ask me. You can use it. It's totally fine. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, you
guys
guys
don't need to pay me or anything like that. Just use the music. We're fine with that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I just connected that dot. Like, my wheels are turning. I'm like, dude, we're always looking for that hardcore sound to make the RC videos look good and sound good. So
you can use them up. I don't care.
So we know that you're a writer. We'll put a link over to Amazon.com to go see what was it? Chasing Ghosts?
Staring at Ghosts.
Staring at Ghosts.
Yes, sir.
And obviously, if you follow Trevor on Facebook, he can write. You can. There's no shortage of opinion with you. You definitely speak. You speak your mind. You will, if you smell a rat, you will call it. If you you shoot straight. It's that simple. And people have looked at you over the last several years, kind of as the RC hobby always has its ups and downs with different drama, and you've always been a mouthpiece to speak your mind, but you've always stayed in this positive lane. You always find a way to look at the glass half full and led the way. You are a beacon for people to look to in the RC community. And I mean that. And why is that important? Because you started something called RCEC.
Mhm.
How is that going today? And are how is the RC world treating you and looking for you in 2023?
Boy, shit, we ain't got that kind of time. Uh, uh, let's see. RCEC started a long time ago. Me and Rob again met. It's a modern love story. We met on YouTube because he posted an RC video. I posted an RC video, and he's like, "Wait, I know that place. Where are you?" I'm like, in this spot or whatever. And he's like, "Well, I live here." And he's like, "Where are you?" I'm like, you don't tell strangers where you live. I'm like, I live in an area that's close to you. So we decided to meet and do this thing called the concrete crawl, which was RCs going up we'll say the main area in Burlington, Vermont, which is like our big hub, our big city. And a bunch of people met. I think it was like 10 or 12 of us because we had just put it online, like, hey, we're going to have this get together. We're going to drive our RCs up Church Street, and a bunch of people showed up. And that's how I met Rob. And we went from there. We went through several different names and settled on Radio Controlled East Coast, which is RCEC. And we just kind of went from there. It's not like, we don't have anything, like we're not a product. We don't have products. We don't sell stuff. So it's not like, other than, the events we do, we don't have anything. So it's kind of more of a, oh, that's cool plate. I like that. Kind of just a group of men and women that get together, talk all day and shoot the crap and, hang out and try and do RC life together, if that makes sense, in real life too. I've always been a advocate for more than just one thing as a person, like I want to know you. I want to know what you're doing, when's your birthday, what makes you happy, what, just get to know people and hang out and not have it just be singular focus, but it's the common bond that puts us all together with the RC. That's kind of what I like about it and what I want to keep going forward with. A lot of dedicated people just wanting to be a part of something bigger than, I don't know, themselves, or bigger than not doing something, I guess. I don't know.
Well, let me cut you off there, because I think what you're saying is when you guys do your RC events, you always have something that you're going to bring attention to, the autism awareness, cancer. You continue to be an advocate for so many good causes, bringing attention to it. So you really put a whole other level to the RC hobby as far as making your hobby feel like it means something, putting something behind it and make people feel good that they're bringing awareness to a good cause. And I say the motto I put forth is, give back what you put in. And we always try to bring something to somebody. And I've never really liked giving to organizations. I would rather help a person immediately with a bundle of cash, being like, here you go, do what you want, obviously. But we've been doing that for many, many years. And we try and do it at, we did it at the 48-hour challenge every time. And we started doing it at Ledgestock. I don't know, maybe the second year we started doing Ledgestock. And every year it's just gotten bigger and bigger in that department as far as donations, prizes, kind of give you what we do at Field and Forest. There are generous drivers that bring their buggies, like we're talking built East Coast buggies, to give rides, $20 rides, right? Travis, Chris, Ben, I can't think of the other guy's name. Sorry, man, if you watch this, but they bring these, and Bob, they bring buggies out and bring people for rides, and all that money goes right to the charity that we host that week, or for that event. We have a lot of generous people who put in a lot of work there.
We get a trailer done by Sully 873 trailers, 8SS trailers. He donates one every year, and it's always beautiful. And I'm like, now I got to buy tickets. And we always get nice prizes and great donations and a great turnout for that. So we're blessed in that department.
Mad Mike Dimmick.
Yes. Yep.
Always steps up to the plate with something. I mean, he really steps outside his comfort zone and does something really cool over the years. The gas station, the one year he donated, remember that?
Yep.
Some cool stuff.
Mad Mike is one of the best dudes to help me with this. He always gets the tickets. He gets prizes together. He takes care of it. That's one thing I don't do. Like my team, my RCEC team guys, they help, and girls, they help in huge ways. I could not do this without them. I couldn't. And Mike's a huge part of that department, and he helped me out more this year than he has ever. He took care of the smaller course, the 124th, took care of rally, this towns. He gets people together. Like they just, I could sit here and name everybody, and I feel bad if I don't, you know what I mean? So like, I love all you guys, you know who you are. But this is about me tonight.
It's my time.
My time.
But you opened the door to something here when you said the word Ledgestock. We kind of jumped right into the 48-hour challenge, or what is Ledgestock? I mean, this has got to be an event that people need to come to, because try and paint a picture of what's happening at this event.
Yeah, I wish people would. I wish you would, Mike. Listen, you have RCs. Start using them at other places other than to take pictures. Yeah. Come hang out. Well, all right. I can tell you what Ledgestock is. Ledgestock is a 4-day event meant to bring all kinds of RCs together, not just crawlers, not just racing, everything. We got rally racing, sled pulls, mega trucks, monster trucks. We got comps. We have scale trails. We have Tony's Torture Run. Well, we didn't last year. We had the RC version of the 1-to-1 Humble Pie, which was based off of Shred the Ledge. It's kind of whole thing there. But yeah, we put it on. We put I think we did 15 RC events in 4 days last year.
Dirt drag racing.
Dirt drag racing's one of them. One of my favorites. Yep. We do the dirt drags. Yep.
Rock bouncers.
Bounce. Yeah, you see, I forget sometimes. I'm like trying to remember everything.
But that's why Ledgestock is so cool. It's like you need to travel with an arsenal of.
Well, most people have, an arsenal of RCs. But like I tell most people when they're first getting into wanting to come to Ledgestock, they'll come with a crawler and they're like, what's the best RC to get to be my next one so I can compete more? And I always tell them, I said, the monster truck. Axial SCMT or the low C LMT. I said, you can take the bodies off because they all have plastic cages. You can rock bounce now, right? Put on rock bouncing tires. Now you got a mega truck. You can put on mega truck tires, right? You can do the sled pulls. You can do monster trucks. You know what I mean? So that's 4 events, 1 RC. You know what I mean? Bring parts because you'll need them, especially if you drive, me. So,
well, I mean, you guys bring high jumps. I mean, you're sending it. You've got stunt ramps like a monster jam. The people are backflipping.
Yeah, the Coliseum. That's what I call it. Yeah. This year we kind of went off. My guy Mort and Sully build ramps, and Mort goes off. He builds big, beautiful ramps. He paints them. And then we come in with the stickers. We sticker them up. And I decided I wanted to try and do a wall ride last year. It was a 20-foot wall ride with two ramps that would put you right up. I think only one person did the wall ride, and everybody else started doing 900 backflips off it. You know what I mean? So it's yours to do what you want. You got 3 minutes to run the course. We play music over the speakers that you choose. So you have like music to pump yourself and the crowd up. We announce the drivers. We talk a little bit through while they're racing through their course. That's the monster trucks. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of work, but the reward at the end is just hearing everybody talk about how much fun they had. Can't wait to come back next year, tell all their friends, and then the buzz after for a while is it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. I mean, I could talk about how great it is because, you know, I want more people to come and I want them to have that great experience. But I need other people to talk. I need other people to come and show up. Yeah, the new FS model, right?
Yeah, you could have a whole lot of fun this year with micro monster trucks.
Yeah, I mean, we're always open to new events and sliding in little fun things in between events for people if they want, you know, like we're very open in that regard, especially if there's a big calling, you know what I mean?
Well, I think anybody should be fairly warned to make sure you have a strong servo winch. Make sure your trucks are waterproof.
Mhm.
Boy, I mean, pretty much bomb proof the crap out of your stuff because you're going to put it through a torture test.
Yes and no. That what you're talking about more so is shred the ledge. So that's a different event than Ledgestock. Ledgestock is a multiple events in a short amount or in a 4-day period, and shred the ledge is a hell fest for you and your art. Yes. Like the rad reference. You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. One of my favorites. So but yeah, you know, we've kind of toned it down as far as that goes at Ledgestock, the mud and water, because we want you to survive. We want you to have fun. We don't want you to destroy your equipment. You know what I mean? Like we want you to struggle a little bit in certain things and certain events, you know, like our national, not national, New England Trophy Series, the Nets events we do with the Land Rovers. You go through some mud and water, but it's scale mud and water. You know, it's not ridiculous over the top mud and water. Just so you can keep going and you have fun and you're able to, you know, function. Do we recommend waterproofing? Absolutely. You know, but it's not anything horrible like maybe shred the ledge is.
Trevor, what are you working on right now? What's exciting on your workbench?
As far as RCs go?
Yeah.
I'm not really working on anything. It's winter time. I'm more focused on ice fishing right now.
Nope.
I need deep freeze temperature so we can get ice back on the lake. But I do have some projects, you know, lined up. I've got the low sea mega truck boss bog hog I want to play with a little bit. I've got my Nets Land Rover I need to finish. I got my Ford Bronco I need to redo. I have a lot of projects, which I always do, but there's some that I'm really like excited to start working on once it warms up a little bit.
Now, correct me if I'm out of bounds here. I know sometimes family is off limits and I will shut up, but I want to give your son a plug. He's killing it out there in the wilderness, right? Like he's is he a professional fisherman now or what's he up to?
Yeah, so Gavin Rushford is his name, and he has a company called GCR Outdoors. You can find him on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. He's everywhere. He is what I would say is a semi-pro co-angler, right? This year he was I would say his first like hoorah into it. Like he did it the year before, kind of was all wide-eyed, and you know, by the end he was really hammering it. And this year he slayed, you know. He loves bass fishing. That's his passion. Like ours is RC, his is bass fishing, tournament bass fishing. So he's been going as a co-angler all over the place, right? So this year he joined a club, and he was the youngest person, and I think the second only co-angler in its 50-year history to win the entire thing, right? And that's local. And he was, you know, strutting around, you know, all happy as he should because he worked his ass off. He went to what they call it, I think it's BFL, something like that, tournament. It's a big, huge tournament, and he got 53rd out of 170 as first time. He did really well in a couple of other tournaments like that he competed in. I can't remember the name of them, but yeah, he's hardcore into it. He just started doing podcasts today. So he recorded 2 podcasts and he's putting them as YouTube shows. So he's got a slideshow to go with what he's saying. It's kind of cool. Like
Wow.
Yeah. He's on my computer and he's got his notes on his paper of what he's talking, how he's talking about it, all worked out. And then he goes and he's killing it. He wants to do more. He wants to be, he wants this to be his job when he gets older.
Okay.
But he's also a straight A student, high honor roll, right? He's into tech. He just got hired by the government to do HVAC work with a company. So like he's got plan B or plan A in, some people's eyes, but like he's doing everything right that, I feel like you would want your kid to do, in the sense of like, all right, you have a dream. Now you have to have reality too. As a parent, you say reality. Be like, well, you crushed my dream, Dad. I'm like, I'm not crushing your dream, but you got to have both. You can't just be here and then, you're 27, 28 years old and you got nothing. You have no career to fall back on. You have no skills, no talent. You know what I mean? As far as work goes.
At that age, you got the world in front of you, and you're naive, and you're hungry.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember in high school, like 9th grade, thinking I was going to be a professional hockey player. Like I would tell my parents every night, well, I'm going to play in the NHL. Like, this is my life.
Yeah.
Had no clue what the hell I was getting into. And my dad was cool about it. He's like, look, go get them. He's like, but you need plan B. So go to tech school, learn how to become an electrician, figure out something that you have something to fall back on when you wake up for reality. So
yeah, exactly.
It's good. You don't want to crush your dreams. Let them shoot for the stars.
Mm-hmm.
But it's good that he's got the brains, but he seriously has a lot of you in him, I guess. He's watched you go get it.
Yeah, I've pushed a lot in that department too.
The ice fishing that you mentioned for yourself, is this something that you two do together then, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So like a lot of people may know that are watching or don't know, my brother passed away in October last year, and he was a big component of our outdoor family, right? As far as like hunting and fishing goes. And the reality of life hit after he passed. And I was like, because I'd always push ice fishing off to a day or to this or to that. And I was just kind of denying myself joy because the job I was in was just had me so inward and so angry and so tense and so whatever that I needed to change. And I wanted to just, when my brother passed away, a lot of my life has changed. My outlook on life has changed. Everything. I mean, honestly, everything has changed as far as what I believe, what I think, what I see as my future and everything else. So yeah, we ice fish together. We ice fish with my family as well. We have shanties when the ice is safe enough for shanties. We created a fishing derby in his honor. It's called Big T's Slammer Derby. My brother, everybody called him Big T, and Alabama Slammers was his favorite drink. So we kind of just mashed it all together, and we only fished for two fish, 2 species, northern pike and chain pickerel. And it's cash reward, prizes, the whole bit. And it's just a good way to honor my brother and to keep us together. So we ice fish, it's only for a couple of months out of the year.
Well, yeah, you guys are up there in northern Vermont where it stays super cold. But those outdoor sports fit with you guys. I love it. Trevor, I want to ask you for some parting words here. What is your outlook on 2023? What would you tell the old hat that's been in this RC industry for 10 years doing it? What would you tell the new guy coming into the RC world? I mean, paint a picture. Tell us what's the new Trevor Rushford say? Is it just get out there and have fun? Is it that simple? Or tell us what life is in 2023.
Well, when it comes to RCs, my outlook has changed a little bit in that it is about the fun, right? It is about the memories. It's about enjoying yourself. It's about taking care of your body because you're getting out and you're moving around. You know, maybe you don't have a physical job, maybe you do, I don't know. But for me, it's getting out, making memories, having fun, learning more about the hobby. I mean, my mom is finally like hooked. She went to Ledgestock, fell in love, won a marksman RC. You know, she jumped out of her chair so freaking fast. Everyone thought she was hurt, and she's got it. So she's hooked. She's got 3 RCs now, you know, and I've maybe more. But she's always dabbled in the RC, but now she is hooked. And we got my nephews and my nieces, and everybody's starting to get back into it in a healthy way, and it's fun, and we're getting together. And I always try and push the family vibe out more, you know. Yeah, I talk crap, I talk smack to people, but that's because I love you and I want to have fun. I want to make things light for you. I want you to be able to know that I'm available and you can talk to me, you can approach me, we can have conversations, but we can have deep meaning conversations too. You know, I'm very capable of doing that. But for 2023 RC, it's all about making memories. It's all about getting people to the fun. It's all about, I don't care what tire you drive, just drive. I don't care what battery you use, just use it. You know, I just want to see you out there having fun. And if, you know, talking smack and making people feel bad about what they choose to build and what they choose to drive, I remove myself from that. I'm over it. Like, cool. Yeah. Awesome. Have fun over there. You can go climb rocks or go play in the mud or whatever. You know, the THP guys in Massachusetts, those guys are phenomenal people. Kevin and Doug and Mark and I can't remember. We had a Nets event down there in Mass, right? I went down there, was just floored by their generosity and who they were. And I was like, this is how it should be. Like, this was amazing. Like, they showed us a place. They took care of us, brought us and got ice cream after, you know, they made a sign, you know, they all signed it, you know, and gave it to me at the end. I was like, what the hell? Like, I'm not used to this. So that they're great people, great role models for the hobby. That's kind of more of where my drive is, my vibe is just being with quality, positive people and enjoying the hobby together. For the people who have been in it forever, remember, you didn't know what you were doing when you first started. So get off your high horse and be nice and help people out. You don't have to be a dickhead all the time. Sorry. I swear a lot. Sorry.
You're good.
Yeah. I heard you say PG earlier. I was like, I better check myself.
We'll let it slide.
Well, you know, I just want to say one thing, you know, you bring up
Please.
a point, and Mike and I, you know, to your point, Mike and I always talk about positivity in the hobby. And it, you know, Mike, it's good to hear from other people his point of view with getting off your high horse. You know, it's good because, you know, Trevor, that's one thing that Mike and I stand for strongly in what we do here. And it's good to hear other people like-minded feel the same way. You know, everybody started somewhere. You know, Mike and I talk to people 20, 30 years in the hobby, and it's the same thing. Get off your high horse. You were there too.
Yeah.
It's all about the fun and the passion. Grown men playing with teeny trucks. You know, everybody's in competition. Who's got the best tire? Just go out on the trail, man.
Well,
just have fun.
When I asked Trevor for closing words, like, he teed it up and hit it out of the park here. I mean, as he slides by and says, I don't care what battery you run. I don't care what tire you're using. Besides getting ice cream locked in my head, that's all I keep playing right now. So you got me thinking about ice cream. The next thing you said was about making memories and with the family. And it's so great to be able to, I'm jealous. I'll say it. I'm jealous of the family atmosphere that you've got with real family, blood family. We can call apart friends, family and all that, but you've got your mom. I mean, she's turned out to be a soldier. I mean, she's killing it. Good for you. But you did it. You hit it out of the park. It was exactly what I was looking for, Trevor. Pushing this mission to just get out there, make memories and have fun and get over yourself.
Yeah. Can I also want to say something real quick. I want to give a shout out to Operation 11 Charlie. Love those guys. they came to Ledgestock this year and kind of blown away by how sweet they are. Basically, you see these big dudes come in, you know, Tony's all tattooed up and he's just got that face, and it's like, hey brother, what's going on, how are you? So soft spoken, great guys. I think they're coming back again to Ledgestock this year. Give a shout out to Greg Held, CNC Custom Wheels. He helped us last year in a huge way, and he's already stepping up and donating a build for Operation Charlie 11 to give away at Ledgestock next year. And I've seen pictures of it in its baby form. I'm gonna have to fight somebody if they win it and not me, because it is beautiful. But I got to give a shout out to those guys. I can't wait to see them all again. When I say I'm trying to grow this family, I really mean I'm trying to grow this RC family out. You know, it's time to spread the love. It's time to spread the joy and show off people's talents. You know what I mean? There's so many talented people in the RC community that get no recognition and or don't want it. You know what I mean? But I'm like, yeah, I got to give you a little love, because what you're doing is absolutely amazing, you know? So I just try and keep pushing that vibe forward and out there. And I just wanted to say that. Wanted to say thank you to all my RCEC family for always supporting Ledgestock, Shred the Ledge, and what I do, even if you disagree. Thank you guys for having me on. I truly appreciate it. You know, if you want to do this again, let me know. I would gladly come back on this show and support what you guys are doing and get the word out. Now, you said people were going to ask questions. Is there no one here?
No,
Yeah,
you're getting a lot of love in the comments.
Okay.
Corey Allen says, tell
Corey.
Trevor,
I love Corey.
Tell Trevor I miss him. No, you're getting a lot of love about. I'm reading them as you speak.
Okay.
A lot of love about the events, how it's the best event. Trevor takes time to meet people. So you scroll back in the comments, all about how
we can't get Corey to ever watch this show live, but it takes Trevor.
He's never came to any show, and then Trevor comes, and all of a sudden he's blowing up the comments.
Corey, I'm gonna expect a call from me, Corey.
Jeez, holding the plug, and I have ADHD. I'm like fiddling with it.
Yeah, it takes Trevor to get Corey Allen off of his ass.
Nah, Corey's amazing.
He is. GA Rock Zombie, like they're killing it down there, and he's been
Dwayne, all of those guys. Dwayne's on our team. He's a big part of what they're doing down there. What is their event?
Crawl, Haul and Crawl.
Haul and Crawl, but no, Wild? No.
Wet and Wild. Wet and
Is
Wild.
it Wet and Wild?
Wet and Wild and the Haul and
They
Crawl.
make some awesome trophies. I think Camp Fabrication. Yes.
Orange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many good people out there, so many talented people out there that don't get the recognition that someone that does, in my opinion, shouldn't, but does. And you got way more talented people doing way better things.
I totally agree. Desmond and I just booked our plane tickets to get down to Florida next month. So we'll be able to go hang with the guys from Operation 11 Charlie. And I'm glad you brought up what they're doing all year long. I mean, bringing awareness for PTSD and our veterans. So much love to the Operation 11 Charlie guys. Thank you, Trevor, for mentioning that.
And you know, Trevor, I mean, I'll just pick up Mike and we'll make the trip to Vermont. I mean, I ski in Vermont, so I've been to Vermont quite a few times. So I like Vermont. So
yeah, I would love for you guys to come. I said you guys will have a booth. Just let me know what you need for space. You can set up a booth. You can do a freaking live show Saturday night interviewing people at Ledgestock. You know, you do whatever you want. You have free reign. Well, within reason, because Bob might be like, hey, you guys, you are going to love Bob and Liza. They're the owners of Field and Forest. Bob drives around on a couch. You heard me right.
Literally a
couch at night. And during the day, sits and watches the events. He heckles me. I'm not a big fan of that, but that's okay. We'll talk about it later. But he's an amazing host of the campground. You know, it's running water for showers and bathrooms. They have stuff there, so it's got primitive camping sites, but at least it has all that stuff. The showers. But yeah, I really would love for you guys to come up this year to Ledgestock. You know, hit me up. We'll talk about some things, what you need, what you want, and we'll make it happen.
Peter, Jeff Johns went to this event last year.
Yeah. You know what he said? I'm going to quote him. I don't know if I should.
Do it. Do it.
It reminds him of when Axial Fest first started.
Really? Wow.
Yep. Yeah. He said those words. I have witnesses. Sitting out in the woods, quietly in the corner, like, hey, Trev. No, I was so
humbled.
Yeah. I was like, oh, crap.
From a man like that to be able to say, hey,
he's everywhere. He's been everywhere.
Yeah.
And then what's the attendance numbers at Shred the Ledge? About a couple hundred or?
No, well, total people, yeah, but this was the most we had this year. It was 100 something, right? Yep. For whatever reason, like we were trending into the hundreds, and then COVID hit, and it just dived. Just everything dived, right? And now with COVID's over, the numbers are starting to rise. People are starting to travel again, start going places. Then gas prices hit, so we're always battling something. But
I'm a fan over the quality over quantity, and you're getting a quality group of guys and builds and activity. And, I don't need 100 people around me. I'd rather have a good quality crew. And it
this year
like
you should have better, you should have a spike. I mean, people are dying to get out to events. You got USTE coming
Hopefully,
up. That should be a spike, and people are traveling more, and
So, and that's exciting. 2023 is here. Like we're off and running. We got UST around the corner. And what is your first event of the year? Ledgestock's not till like October or something, right? Like
August.
September, August, September,
August.
So what's your first event of the year?
I believe will be my Nets series, and that starts in May in New Hampshire. My first Shred the Ledge is in June, and then August is Ledgestock. So, and I might do something in October. I'm talking with some people right now about going south to do an event, but I'm not talking about it or even insinuating it. But we're talking.
Excellent.
Yeah, and so those are it. So like for Trevor, just so everyone knows, like once October hits till about, I don't know, March, I really don't do anything with RCs. I need a break because then I'm intense. You know what I mean? Intense with events and going to events, promoting and getting people involved with the hobby and doing all these things. So it's kind of a vacation from it. So that's why, like, when you say, what are you working on? I'm like, nothing, not one thing, So, but that's because I'm so busy.
Okay.
Once I like, I'm doing work right now, but it's more of like the paperwork and the planning and the organizing, things that I can casually do. So it's not like, oh my God, I need to do all this stuff right now. As a promoter and an event organizer, you learn when to start doing things. So it makes things easier later on.
All right, we got some questions coming in.
I was going to say, whatever you're doing right now is working. I mean, you seemed with the job change and the routine that you've got. I mean, you look relaxed, you look healthy, you look calm. I mean,
I used to get a kick out of your posts on Facebook while you were working for UPS. Like some of the things you used to post as you were working. I think there was one post you had an animal or something. There was one post I think it was a driveway you posted. I'm going back months ago.
I don't
like an animal in a driveway or something, and you were like, "This is the life of the daily life." I was dying, man. I was crying on the floor. I was like,
"Was it the goat in the truck?"
Yes, the goat. Mike, there was a goat in his truck, like in the UPS truck, and he posted it. I was on the floor, man. I said, "No shit."
Yeah.
So we got a couple questions.
Give him a question.
Somebody posted Tower of Power, hopefully.
Tower of Power. Yeah. That is a hit or miss event due to the weather. So what it is my mom and my stepdad, Ray, they build this 20-foot snow tower, right?
Wow.
And literally the base is like this and it goes straight up like that. So it's 20 feet, maybe we've even gotten it to 25 feet, and Ray builds it. He takes snow out of his tandem dump trucks from parking lots and starts building them up, right? So he's always working with his excavators and his packers, and he's got this smooth, and I mean smooth ramp to a top, and then you've got to make it over. So it's called Tower of Power. It's a run what you brung situation. So there's only been, I think, 2 in the years that we've done it that have made it to the top. And one was a full paddled Yeti, and the other one was a brushless on 6S. I forget what it was, but those are the only 2. Yeah, because you lose control because it's icy at the top, and it gets, so you don't get to go over it. You have to go through the flags at the top. So yeah, we've been missing it because we haven't had the weather for it.
Awesome. Another comment was, if you want to get an idea how extreme the trails are at Ledgestock, watch Flex, Rock, and Rollovers.
Yes. Yep.
Pig roast at Ledgestock? Question mark.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, with the pig roast. Yep.
Ooh.
Every Thursday, Ben Murray brings up a pig roast. The group chips in. We buy a pig. He comes up, he's one of the guys who does the rides as well, and he roasts the pig for everybody. So we have a Thursday night pig roast for everyone who comes.
Awesome. And then we got what about another Yukon challenge?
Yukon challenge. So what a Yukon challenge is we've had a 12-hour, but the first one was a 24-hour winter RC event nonstop. And we did that here at my house. And it was me, there was a bunch of us, Jerry before he passed away. Tim was here, Craig was here. So I would go out and I would snowshoe a trail, right? And then when the event would come, it would already be packed in the snow, and we would walk next to the trail and let the trucks drive. And then we would create our own trails, turned into this whole thing. It was one of my most favorite events, but we hit negative 10 and 11 while we were out there in February. And it was just Tim and I, and we're stubborn old men, and he had a blown out knee and my back was killing me, but he didn't want to call it quits. I wasn't calling it quits. But we did that. And then, so we dumbed it down to a 12-hour event that we held at Matt's. But we haven't done it because it really hasn't been a demand for it. No one's really crying to do that right now.
Glenn's Hobby Life says I'm chopped liver, Trevor.
Oh, Glenn. What did I tell you? If I didn't mention one person, we got Glenn, Melissa, Tony, April, Mort, Adam, Carl. I'm going to miss somebody, and I'm never going to hear the end of it.
Never. Randall.
I already said Randall.
Okay.
So, yeah. I've covered everybody. You know who you are. Buck. You know.
You forgot you had to. I know it. It's going to come back and bite you.
Yeah.
One last question. When is the first Nats event? I won't be able to make all 4, but planning on making some.
It will be in New Hampshire, and I believe that's in May. I have the date set. I'm still working on my website. Ledgestock.com is going to be coming out soon. I'm still working on that, and all the information will be on the website, because having 14 social media accounts in that way is so annoying. So I'm trying to I'm going to be getting rid of a lot of that stuff and just putting it all onto a website. Be like ledgestock.com. Go check it out. You know,
and then you could break the events out by category, and then just one central hub.
Yes, exactly. Making it easier on myself. I need to streamline a little better.
Yeah, because in your heyday, it was out of control. I couldn't even imagine running all the platforms and pages.
Yeah.
Page for everything. So let's put you on a spot. Super Bowl. Do you have any predictions for a Super Bowl winner?
Super Bowl winner here. Let me take it off here. I don't know. Let me see. It could be, I don't know, this team that you and I like.
Okay. Hey, if I'm teeing it up.
That team right there.
Oh, we got the #1 Eagles fan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jets rest in peace.
Yeah. What'd you say?
I said Jets rest in peace.
Of course. And I bleed green for Jets too, because one of my best friends is a Jets fan. I feel your pain. Yeah. No, yeah. You need to get rid of Wilson. That's all there is to it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, my friend Kevin got me this. It's the
Oh,
Super Bowl parade.
nice.
Kelsey right here, and a little right up. And he also got me. Where's the other one hanging up? I don't know. Gavin hung it up somewhere. Oh, it's over in the corner. But it's Kelsey hugging the Phillies mascot.
Nice.
See, even I got that one up there where they lost to the cheat ass Patriots. So
where are you at right now? I mean, you're not in your garage, are you?
yeah, no, I'm in what I call the man cave. It's my studio. It's where I do podcasts. It's where we play video games over here. That's Command Central.
Nice.
Yeah. That's my wall. I've always wanted a wall of my memories. So like you got a lot of my bands are there. Me and Gavin designed this room. So like he's got his Minecraft stuff here.
I love it.
Here, can I turn this around? Will that turn it around? I don't know. Let's see.
A button and
there you go. So like these were all the video games. Like this is by far our most favorite video game, Resident Evil 4. We have it on many different versions and platforms, but we love Call of Duty, as you can see. This was a lot of my music, Hatebreed, there's some Blinded by Rage CDs right there that we had done. But yeah, that's my nickname. Hateful.
I love it.
Yeah. So yeah.
You've got some people in the background that are helping you with artwork, because one of the cool things that happens with RCEC, Shred the Ledge, Ledgestock, you guys always come up with some really creative artwork. Here, he's rocking a badass shirt right now. And one of the coolest things that you ever did for your RCEC family, I don't know, how many years are we going back? 6, 7, 8 years now? Do you remember the year you did trading cards?
Yes. Yeah.
You freaking had
yeah
trading cards with the team driver logo. Do you have a baseball card with somebody done up? Please tell me you have one.
Don't think I have one. They're all out in the garage in the shop.
Damn it.
I thought I would. I'm not that narcissistic yet where I have my own in here.
Peter, he literally did these legit looking baseball trading cards with each team drivers bio.
It was one of the few things I did. One of the early
very
things.
Cool.
I tried to get people involved. Some people hated it, but you know how that is. Oh, you're doing something different. We don't like you.
Right.
Shut up, dude.
Yeah.
Let people be people. But yeah, we did a lot of that stuff. My friend Kyle Radzimensky, he a lot of the designs you see for the shirts and stickers, he does. He's him. Like this right here, he made. I took a picture of Jerry White. He was a very good friend of ours in the RC community. He showed up at Tower of Power. It's Randall's uncle, right? Okay. He showed up at Tower of Power with his brother. They had chairs. They sat in the snow and watched us play with RC cars. And the rest is history. Jerry never left our side after that, thankfully. But this was his truck. So I took a picture of his truck and I sent it to Kyle. I said, hey, Kyle, can you make his truck look like a drawing and put Ledgestock logo under it or around it, And Kyle designed it. He designed my book cover. He's very talented. He lives in New York City. He owns a super #1 bar and a bunch of other things. He's very, very entrepreneurial. But yeah, he made that for this year. It was Jerry's truck. So we had it done in memory of Jerry. But
is he doing the Blinded by Rage artwork also?
He only did one of them. He did our Here's to the Wreckage album. I don't think a copy of that, but we did the rest of them. But yeah, I don't think I actually have a part of that. But yeah, that's the band minus this douchebag. So yeah.
We have our work cut out for us, Trevor, because when we put this post up onto our YouTube and share it back into Facebook, we need to go back and make sure we get all the links right.
I'll send you a message. I'll send them a message.
Yes, make sure we get all the links right that people can go and enjoy the music. I know I'm going to be using some of it now and some video content. Peter, we have music to the video intro of our show now. We're going to use Blinded by Rage in the beginning.
You know what? Listen, the best song to use for an intro, in my opinion, it's called Blood Red Massachusetts Sun. S-U-N. It's a heavy intro. We use it to open up the shows a lot of the time. So it's heavy. Gets you involved. Yep.
Written down.
Perfect. Yeah.
Trevor. Thank you from
Thank you.
Thank you.
bottom of my heart. I thank you for joining us tonight and sharing a little tidbit into your history of what you've been doing. I learned a lot tonight, and I'm sure other people have. Thank you for everything you do for the RC community and for the world, and thank you for being a good human. Period.
Thank you for having me, you guys. Appreciate the kind words. I will never get sick of hearing that, I guess. You guys rock. Keep doing what you're doing. I appreciate you. And let's talk about Ledgestock and get you guys up there, and maybe we can do a show or something. That would be kind of fun, honestly.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm MP.
Yeah. Put it on
We'll
the
get
calendar.
Operation 11 guys on here too.
Absolutely.
Yep.
All right, man. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
All right. Take care, guys.
Thank you.
Yep. Bye. Yeah.
Yep, he got it. Peter, my man, Pete. What a good dude.
Yeah, man. Learned a lot, man. I'm definitely looking forward. Definitely put that on the calendar. Would love to go out, check out Vermont, Ledgestock, and see what it's all about. I mean, definitely good positive. I mean, I think he hit it on the, my favorite line that he said was, something like the mission of the Rad Show and what we try to accomplish here is, the people that have been in the hobby for a long time and the people that sit on their high horses. I think he said it best, man. Just you were there once too. Have fun.
Enjoy it.
And,
Yeah. Beat.
that's what the hobby's about. And it's good to have people on a show and just people in general that just have the same mindset as you and I.
I think it sets it up a lot for our guests next week. I mean, you have when we have John Schultz on here. I mean, if you're, he is like a beacon and a prime example for someone that's been here forever and a day, a pioneer. Like, I mean, I call Trevor a pioneer in the RC industry, and he just humbles himself down to our level to just, Merson, he has patience for new people like us that come along and let us, learn our ways and try and figure ourselves out. And he has patience for that. And someone like John Schultz is in that same boat. We respect them, and to give us a few minutes on our show. I mean, we're so humbled.
Well, and I think the whole, like when we brought Brad Geck on, the whole vision and mission of Element.
Seriously,
incredible. The whole brand of what they stand for and what what they want to do to the RC hobby, different than most brands out there, and they have a whole different mindset element.
They do.
That's why I really like the brand and what they stand for. And great guest next week. And
we're super fortunate to be a part of the Element family now, and they don't get hung up in calling, the labels of a team driver and all the nonsense of a label. Just to be a part of the Element family now and what their mission is, as far as just encouraging people to get out there in the element and find your own adventure, and whatever that means to you. Are you traveling around the world and traveling the country, going to events, or you picking up an RC car on a Sunday afternoon and hitting a local park? Whatever RC means to you, enjoy your hobby. And gosh darn it, you better find a way to just enjoy it. If you're not having fun playing with an RC car, why are you doing it? It's that simple. So that kind of tees us up right now to something new. And I think I want to get back to the FMS thing, Pete.
and as you're bringing that out, I just want to remind people that Sean's RC Adventures, thank you for telling everybody to hit the thumbs up. We're honing in on our FMS. Mike brought up FMS, and we're going to go into FMS, our contest, So for everybody that I saw a lot of newcomers, definitely subscribe to the channel. That'll help us out to get to our contest. For those that are still watching or watch during the week, we're giving away an FMS FCX24 when we hit 500 subscribers. So definitely, if you could help support the show, definitely share the YouTube link, join the Facebook. We have multiple platforms. Join the Facebook Radrc show and join the Instagram account. Give us a follow, share that link. We're making good progress, and we want to give away that FMS. We got a lot of Mike and I were informed we got more giveaways coming in, and we have to get past FMS before we start on the next one. I mean,
But-
Mike, you even remember Heath, CowRc,
I
the
was
big one
gonna
for
say,
for
yes.
1,000 followers. He's doing a whole garage workshop makeover. I mean, we got some great things coming up.
Jeff
for
Johns
2023.
put up a rebel. He's giving a rebel away when we get
Yeah.
1,000. Like,
So we gotta get past this FMS.
We gotta get-
So
yeah.
for everybody, I saw a lot of new faces on the comments tonight. Definitely subscribe to the channel, like, share, help us out. So
it doesn't cost you a thing, and I promise it will not hurt. So hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell. You know the routine. You guys subscribe to YouTube channels all the time. We don't need to teach you how to do it. Just hit the pound the subscribe, and hit the notification bell. But we're talking about having fun, Pete. And right now, I'm bringing back like some childhood memories of playing Army, and the level. Like, I don't have a good camera in here to like kind of get into the level of detail. Now, I kind of gone crazy here with the my new airbrush and learning how to weather it a little bit, but what's new about the FMS, or I guess we should be calling it Rock Hobby. The Rock Hobby Willys MB Scaler, is the actual name, is the add-on accessories, and that is this 50 cal machine gun. Now, Peter, do you have yours handy? Because you got the top on yours. You did it up right. Look at this. Yeah, dude, you got your top on right. And the trailer. So somebody like a Corey Allen, who's going to get a nasty gram for me, it takes Trevor Rushford to get Corey Allen off his rear end to log in here. But dude, haul and crawl. This is what we're talking about for a haul and crawl. When you get that trailer set up, bro, like, how fun is that? And you can set up the whole little diorama scenery. And I'm going to play with some foam filters and get some effect and get some cool video content with this. But dude, this is fun, like legit fun.
yeah, they definitely, I tell you, last year was the year for FMS. I mean, they definitely dropped a lot of vehicles, and, and that thing too. I mean,
So everything that we have in 12 scale, you can do in that big old SCX6 size 6 scale craziness. And now I have a 12 scale one of these. Did you put yours together yet, Pete?
No.
I got mine. I
Maybe
haven't put it
tomorrow.
together yet. Yeah, I think tomorrow I'm gonna put the 12 scale to get a size comparison. But dude, you're playing with anti-tank guns, and like the latches work, and the swivels, and it's like fun trying to find all the different things that articulate, and they really spend a lot of time with the attention to detail trying to make it work like the real thing. It's crazy.
Yeah, and even back to the basics. I started on a new build here. So
Nice.
this is the red FCX with the extension links from Treal
Oh,
to
sick.
extend the axle out. I'm just waiting for the rest of the pieces, but they're fun trucks. The weather in the Northeast, it's the micro time, right? And
I totally agree, Pete.
so why not catch up on some projects, right? So
absolutely.
hopefully finish this thing out.
I've been working on USTE, trying to
you're
figure
getting
out
ready
what
for
we're
that.
going to do, between the Bushido. I was like, do I go Bushido? I spoke with a mentor and a pioneer in the industry, Jeremy Kilburn, at Ease RC on Instagram. I don't know if I got it right.
He likes our shirts, by the way. He just said.
Oh,
So we don't match. So
oh. The Kentucky Sky. Yeah,
I
gets
think it's
it.
because we don't match tonight. That's
Okay. We're clashing. I do like your shirt there, Pete.
yeah. It's the first time I wore it.
Nice.
Yeah.
I actually, I would, if I had this is no BS, dude. I literally had that shirt on earlier. Like,
Oh, come on.
I swear to God. I was like, you know what? I took it off. I swear to you. But at Ease RC, coached me in the right direction. I was in his ear. I'm like, dude, I really want to take the Bushido. I really do. And he's like, why don't you go a little bit smaller? Because it's a big body, and USTE is all about that super scale dollhouse rig. And he coached me in the right direction that I have no doubt that the Night Runner was going to be the better platform for there. So this cool stuff from Club 5 showed up. I didn't even bust it out. I mean, literally, they just dropped it off tonight. This is like a dual exhaust that I'm going to strap on there tomorrow. And then this is I'm showing it in bubble wrap. It came this soon. This is why don't we open it up? I'm going to do an unboxing live. Just so you can see this thing.
Club
It's
5's got some cool stuff. I bought stuff for my my VS410 from Club 5.
Yeah.
Like the diamond plating.
Dude, this is hot. I like this a lot. And the rear tail light works. So this is I'm going to take that bed that they have, that canopy or pop out fake bed that they have, and go with this look, like a pre-runner style.
Nice.
And it came with
Reminds me of a Chevy Colorado.
Exactly. And it does come with a little brake light for the back, so you can put that in. Yeah, I'm happy. I think with the exhaust and the light kit that we're doing,
I got something for you.
Let it rip.
Look at it.
Oh my goodness.
So quick history on this. So Tyler has one too. So we joined a contest with Heath, and this is a custom painted. I know Fish and Bill's still here. Custom painted 6 scale.
Holy!
I might put it on the armor, but it's like, 1 of 1. So
no, wait,
Tyler got one too. It's
did
pretty
Bill-
massive.
Did Bill paint this? Is this a
No.
Oh,
No. I was just showing him I know he likes paint jobs. So
absolutely. Who painted it?
I have to ask Heath. So Heath had these 2 limited runs done. Tyler, we did a contest with the managers for the holiday. Tyler
Okay.
got one. I got one. So,
what's it go on? What platform?
well,
is
it's
that?
a 6 scale. So I'm gonna try to size it up for the infraction that I have, or I don't know. But
it's definitely cool. It's eye catching.
yeah, it's pretty
I could see Tyler wanting to scale that paint job down onto one of his drift cars. I seen his drift car he did with the Reefs logo down the side and all. But that would look cool in a drift car.
Yeah, I gotta figure out what to do with that. But
and a big shout out to Ken Block while we're talking about drift. My God, a moment of silence for the legend that is Ken Block. What a crazy freaking start to the year, dude.
Yeah, right.
And our guys and the family over at ASD Crawlers lost one of the good guys, Brandon. When I came into the hobby back in the early days with Proline, meeting and reached out to ASD Crawlers, and back in the early days when they were getting started, Brandon reached out to me. He knew my son was autistic, and it got us started talking. And when I got out to California to meet him at Proline by the Fire, this man dropped what he was doing, literally set down the clipboard mid-run, just set the clipboard down, stopped judging, came over to talk to me like one of the good guys, set me up with a whole bunch of patches and stickers and ASD love. Brandon was pure gold, and rest in peace. The show is dedicated to Oscar and the family over at ASD Crawlers. Our heart aches for you guys, and we lost a wonderful person, and we celebrate in his memory tonight. Sorry about that, Pete. I just
hey,
thought about that. Now Brandon was
some
amazing.
losses to start out the new year, unfortunately.
Man, it's been a crazy start to the year. Hopefully things
first full week of the year, right? Last week, and going into week 2, and and I see what you got in your hand. I got it right here.
So the new ones dropped, and Pete, if we can't disclose. This is
look
probably
at this page. Look at this page. Bam.
Bam. There
That's
you
what
go.
we were just talking about.
There you go, Pete. That you flip to the page. that I was reminiscing and drooling over. I mean, the whole full blown Rebel blowout is great, but I mean, what a 2-page article here or advertisement for FMS, and this goes into the detail of what Peter and I were talking about with the 12 scale and 6 scale. The anti-tank gun, the trailer, the machine gun, their top.
You know what's fun? You know what's funny about that? You and I talked about this a while ago. You know, we're not breaking the internet with these army trucks, these accessories.
The
I mean,
Emmy.
there was people posting about they were available for a while.
Well, and good point. And that's with a China-based company. I think there's timelines and differences, but there is no question that the accessories is what's new and what's cool to bolt on right now. MEB Scalar's been around for a day. Yeah, been around for a minute, as they say. But I did notice there was a snapshot of the new sling bag. I thought I brought it out here tonight, but it was great to see that the Carryallrc sling bag made it. Thank you. There you are, Pete, holding it up, my man. So Peter,
look at that patch right there,
dude. Which one?
Element.
The upside down? Turn that thing around. You got upside down.
It's made. No, it was made that over the shoulder.
No. Oh, look at that. Oh.
So yeah, we got that from John last year at USDE. So
yes.
Yeah.
I can't wait. Next week, John Schultz here with us.
Yes, very excited about that, and what a great guy. I mean, I remember when I first met him, and you know, just you know, giving banners. I mean, that banner behind me there, that's the one he gave me. You know, you guys need hats. You need, you know, you're just a great guy, and he's super big into drag. You know, you know, just super guy in the industry, and the heart and passion behind Element. He's got a great team over there.
We are going to learn a lot next week about the world of drag racing. There is no question. I'm excited. I can't wait.
There's one car I don't have in my fleet.
Is a no prep drag car yet? No kidding. Hey, I bet you after next week's show, it's gonna have you looking twice. Well, I know our friends over at Real Sticky, Clay Apple, he's prepared to come on the show in the very near future. And this guy, Real Sticky, has gotten into this whole no prep drag racing thing right now. He is like both feet. He is dove into it. And so is a lot of people.
You know who we got to get RC Supremacy on too.
Well, we've been talking with Brad now for over a month about coming on.
That guy, I looked at his Instagram, the micro drift scene, what
this
guy's doing. And those who don't know, who are watching, you'll see him at UST. He does a lot of video film work for UST. He does amazing videos, amazing next level stuff. And Brad, Mike and I met him at UST out on the trails. This guy's driving a bike with a GoPro, I think, Mike, right? He's just taking I said, who is this guy? And then he came over.
Brad Bowman. Yeah, I knew him long before that, but yeah,
I just see this guy with a GoPro just going all throughout USDE. I said, who is? And then last year, then he upped his game, he upped his camera equipment, and he makes a lot of the trailers for USDE. And this guy's awesome. You got to check out his page, RC Supremacy.
Yes. And he makes apparel and has taken over this whole drag racing micro scene. He has the micro carpet track that he does, and I mean, if you went in to get into micro drifting, yeah, Brad is coming on here to chat. And if we don't, you know what, he might be the guest for us while we're at USDE.
Oh, that would be awesome.
That might be the guest that we sit down with, is Brad Bowman. We'll see.
One thing I did today, gave it a fresh coat of paint.
Ooh,
look at the difference.
Dude,
going from the stock form,
I love it.
The Prorack to a nice primer.
I like
black.
that, like
That's
a
why
flat
my hands
black.
Are black.
I love it. I love it. I went with this orange look.
But it looks good. Colored.
I like it. I like it a lot.
It stands out, and it looks better than the you know.
I was in such a hurry to get our RC Proracks up. You know, I got the lighting, I got them mounted. I was so excited to hurry up and get them up. And after I did, I was like, man, I wish I would have taken an extra couple days and prepped them. So I think when the weather breaks and I can get outside, I think you inspired me, Pete, to take them down and prep them with.
Oh man, none of mine I'm looking to the right and left. None of them are painted. They were all stock. Now I look at this one and I'm like, man, I
Now you
agree.
need to
I
do
should
them
have took
all.
the time and painted them all.
I did one in orange. Now, like it says on the RC Prorack header, there is a disclosure that these are a raw steel, and I'm out here in the elements. Like if I open my door, like I'm in a tight little spot here. Like this is to the outside. I'm in a tight little spot. Like I have a draft blowing up the back of my shirt. It's damp in here, and they've got pitting, like a light rust is starting on them. So he said that even if you aren't going to treat them with a full-blown paint color, you could at least give them a clear coat. If you're in this type of element, if they're not in a dry environment, I would, like Judd always recommends, hit them with a clear coat. And I did not do it. I was like, oh, they'll be fine. And there's some like light rust, surface rust that's showing. So I think it's the main reason why I'm going to go ahead and prep them and paint them. And not to mention that they look cool as hell.
Oh man, once it dries, I mean,
Yeah,
it's like night and day.
Yeah, I like
mean,
it.
look,
I
that's
like
the original. That's
Yep.
the original right there. No reason
like
for me
it.
to paint this side because it's going to go on or stand up.
Yep.
And then look at the black compared
Yep.
to the original. And the
I
side.
like it.
So,
I like it a
yeah,
lot.
that was something I did today. And all right, man. I'm
Very cool. Yeah,
Awesome,
I think that's it for me, Pete. I'm gonna go inside and kick off my shoes and
yeah.
watch a little TV.
All right, so look for everybody's still watching. Look for the post tomorrow. I'm gonna get all the links for Trevor. Be a big recap post tomorrow. Post probably tomorrow afternoon. And next week, John, Element, that's gonna be killer. And I'll talk to you during the week, my man.
I know tomorrow I've got to take this thing out for a test drive. This is the new soundboard that I need to learn how to work. Peter, I'm telling you, this thing's solid. I'm hoping that this is the answer right here. I just need to go read up on the instructions and figure it out.
DJMC.
Yeah, Peter, thank you again, Pete, for everything you do. Thank you for making the show go along. I know this week we'll put some work in on that intro, get that dialed in. So we can.
And also, you have that the merch, the giveaways for UST.
We
so
do.
Those go in the UST. Look for Mike on the trail, scale banners, sticker.
We're working with Real Sticky right now on some solid merch to have at USTE. Carryallrc.com. We are actually putting a fun little bundle together for at USTE, limited edition bundles with some exclusive things that you can't find anywhere else, with the help of Real Sticky and Crawler Colt chipping in to put these little swag bags together. You'll get them with a purchase of a sling bag or a X2 backpack. Yeah, and big shout out to Headhunter Studios, man. We spent the morning this morning, about 3 hours. Headhunter Studios and I grinded on FaceTime, working on the computer, trying to fine tune some artwork. Crawlerpark.com. We're partnering with crawlerpark.com to do a special edition carry-all backpack. We got that done. A few others, Asia Tees, a few other brands out there we've been working on all day today to get those images done. And some new apparel coming from Carryall also. But thank you to 2.4 Designs. If you do not know, you do now. 2.4 Designs supplying the apparel for tonight's show. Go get that cool Tamaya paint can image on your shirt and have them at USTE. If you are wearing a 2.4 Design shirt at USTE, come and find me for your free gift. Enough said.
Nice. All right, man. You have a good rest of the weekend, and looking forward to next week. And like I said, make sure you like, share the page, give us a thumbs up, give us a follow, and we'll see everybody next week, man. Be good.